Now, it's important to notice though that all these changes we're making, they won't immediately make you good. It takes time, right? And I even have a little story about this. There was a girl a long time ago. Uh, she whispered me, it's like, "Hey, Lam, my name is Momo. I was told that you teach raids and stuff, and you've helped a few friends of mine. Would you mind helping me?" I said, "No, no problem at all." And she said, "There's a problem though, a situation." I said, "What's the situation?" "I am autistic. I am not really good at the game. I'm not good with changes, and I'm a purely RP player. I don't raid or play any other content. But everyone is raiding now, and I'm feeling left out. So I was wondering if you could help me as well." I said, "Sure thing." So I brought her here, and I explained everything I've just explained to you guys. Everything. Um, by the end, we started talking specifics. So she picked a class that she wanted to play. I showed her one of the builds. I taught her the rotation. And by the end of it, she even changed her keybinds to be the same as mine. So by the end of it, I said, "Okay, now go and practice this in open world. Learn how to survive with this in open world." And she went. Um, about a week later, she said, "Lem, I don't think this is working." She whispered me and said that. I said, "What do you mean?" She said, "Well, let's go to the training room." So she came here with me, and her damage was the same as mine. She was playing it perfectly, like literally the same DPS as I was doing. And I was like, "I don't see what the problem is. You're like, the rotation is on point." And she said, "Well, the thing is, I'm dying a lot. I'm making lots of mistakes." And I said, "Well, that's normal actually. You've just changed the entire way you play the game. You've changed your keybinds. You've changed your mentality. Before you were all defensive and running around and trying not to stay too close to the enemies. Now you're trying to hug the butt. You're trying to position yourself so you don't have to dodge constantly. You're trying to use your skills to counter certain things. You are just playing the game differently. And this is a change that takes time. You've changed your keybinds, for example, and when something is happening and you get anxious or nervous, your reaction, your muscle memory is to press the buttons you used to press before. Now you have different buttons, and your brain is still not used to that, right? So give yourself more time. Be patient. I make tons of mistakes and die all the time when I change my builds. And she laughed and said, "Oh, do you die too?" I said, "Yeah." I said, "Oh, then the problem is not me." And then she left the group. And that was it. I didn't hear from her again for like 3 more weeks. Uh, so 1 month went by, so 3 more weeks, and she reached out to me and said, "Lem, we're about to do a raid. So you want to come with us?" I said, "Sure." So before I started teaching her, she did mention that she tried raiding once. She was the first one to die. It was terrible. She felt really bad, really anxious about it all, and she was like, "I'm not never touching this again." But yeah, she was feeling left out, so she reached out, and it was the first time she was going to raid a month after going through this guide. So we went in. There was like 4 experienced players and all her friends who were like sort of new players. And out of the experienced players, she was the only one not to die a single time. She didn't die at all. She didn't even go down. Barely got any hits. On top of that, she was the highest damage dealer in the entire group. And all of her friends were like, "Oh my god, what's going on?" Oh, the dogs. I don't know if you guys can hear them, but yeah. And this is kind of like how it goes. You have to be patient, and you have to give yourself time. All of this is not gonna change the way you survive or the way you play the game out of a sudden. Okay, it's just something that you will improve over time. And remember to be kind to yourself. Remember to focus on your priorities so that you know what you should expect from yourself. And if someone is being toxic, complaining, that's on them. But yeah, I'll see you guys around.